dementia researcher with a blog and a rating.
How Carers Can Help Research by Denise Munro. Carers are on the front line of dementia care every day, amassing a wealth of experience and knowledge from their day-to-day caring responsibilities. Developing a deep understanding of the challenges, daily impacts, and subtle behavioural and cognitive changes associated with dementia, carers have a practical perspective not always apparent to researchers. Carers understand what is important to the person they support and what they need to live well, feel safe, and continue to participate in meaningful activities. Carers also know what they themselves need to effectively support someone with dementia and how these needs may change as the condition progresses. During a crisis, or with significant life changes like hospital admissions or transitions to different care settings. All of this lived experience generates knowledge which is extremely valuable to research and to shaping future dementia care, treatment and services. By sharing their experience and knowledge, carers help ensure that research translates into real-world benefits for people impacted by dementia. In other words, carers bring a reality check to research, making their voices in research not just useful, but essential. There are several ways that a carer can help research, and you will often find opportunities that suit varying time commitment levels. Carers can support participation by assisting the person they care for to take part in research, helping to complete questionnaires, interviews, join focus groups, take part in clinical trials, or review support tools. In similar ways, carers can also share their experiences, which can help to increase understanding and shape support services and tools. Traditionally, these methods are when research happens to or for people. However, increasingly researchers are doing research in partnership with people. This collaborative approach to research is called patient and public involvement and engagement, or PPIE for short. And yes, it is a tad wordy. Through patient and public involvement and engagement, researchers are using their experience to help shape research priorities, influence how research is conducted, and improve how we communicate and share research. Carers can serve as vital links between the scientific community and the dementia community, helping to increase awareness about research opportunities, make complex information more accessible, and bridge understanding between researchers and the public. They can also help to make research easier to participate in by addressing barriers to involvement and helping to design studies that fit around needs and capabilities. That is to say, that patient and public involvement and engagement builds in the reality check. No amount of clinical or research expertise can tap into real-life experiences. Carers are experts in their own right, and that expertise and knowledge cannot be underestimated. It ensures studies focus on questions that matter to people, are easier to take part in, and create findings grounded in reality. Facilitating involvement in this way, I continually see the real and substantial impact carers and people living with dementia have on shaping research and improving how we understand and communicate findings. By sharing their unique insights and experiences, carers are not only participants in providing care, but also co-creators in the path to understanding dementia and improving care. There are various patient and public involvement and engagement activities to get involved in, often flexibly to fit around commitments. Whether through communication and outreach events, sharing experiences, providing feedback on research proposals, or being a co-researcher, the level and type of involvement is in the hands of research partners. In Scotland, the NRS Neuroprogressive and Dementia Network collaborate with the PPIE group partners in research. There are currently 2 group types, a dementia group and a Parkinson's group, and they regularly meet with researchers to advise on and co-produce research. They have contributed in many research activities, but some highlights include a co-authored book by Dr. Rosie Ashworth called Challenging Assumptions Around Dementia, which is available for free download. Another very recent and soon-to-be published example is a Parkinson's Clinical Trials Guide, co-designed by people with lived experience of Parkinson's disease to provide information for people joining a clinical trial. Care home research is supported by Enrich, enabling research in Care Homes Scotland's patient and public involvement and engagement group, Rich Voices, and they have helped to create informative videos, co-designed a podcast, as well as regularly providing feedback on research proposals. Patient and public involvement is much more varied and often fun than the traditional images of research one might expect. Carers often report enjoying being involved in this way. Some report gaining purpose in community or being motivated to create a positive impact out of a difficult experience. Researchers also report positively on working with people with lived experience and find collaborations enrich their research, often wishing they had engaged earlier. As a facilitator and observer of this approach, it is a thoroughly enjoyable and motivating way to do research. In my view, excluding people with lived experience is as misguided as the days when women were excluded from health and safety research. We now know that ignoring women's perspectives negatively impacts results, skewing them in ways that aren't always immediately apparent and leading to medicines, treatments, and even seatbelts that didn't fit half the population. Similarly, leaving out the perspectives of carers and people with dementia risks research that may not work in real life, nor meet needs. Collaboration between carers and researchers is key, and working together we can create effective, compassionate and informed dementia treatment, care and support services. If you are a carer thinking about participating in research, either as a participant or a co-researcher, you can find out more on the Neuroprogressive and Dementia Network website and register to be informed about research opportunities. If you or a loved one is in a care home, visit Enrich Scotland for information on how to get involved. Researchers can link up with people with first-hand experience of dementia and care homes via the network's Patient and Public Involvement and Engagement group, Partners in Research, and Enrich Scotland's group Rich Voices. It is a great opportunity to engage with stakeholders at the earliest stage of your research planning.
Thank you for listening. Join the Dementia Research bloggers and share your own views.